Let's dive into a story with a really powerful lesson. It's about how one simple, overlooked habit could actually invite a mysterious presence into a young woman's life, and how another habit became her only protection.
So, meet Fatima and Mirha. They're best friends. They share everything. School, meals, you name it. But there's this one thing they just see differently. Fatima has this habit that's just part of who she is. She always says Bismillah, which means in the name of Allah, before she does anything. Mirha, though, she thinks a good heart is what really matters. The words, to her, aren't all that necessary.
And this one little difference in what they believe, well, it sets the stage for everything that's about to happen. For Fatima, this phrase is a huge part of her faith. For Mirha, it's just a formality, and she's about to find out just how important it really is.
Okay, so picture this. The two friends are just sitting down to eat, maybe after a long day at school. Fatima, like always, quietly says her Bismillah. Mirha, staying true to what she believes, just dives right in. It's a moment that's probably happened 1,000 times before, but this time is different. It's the start of something really unsettling.
And this is exactly where things take a turn. All of a sudden, for Mirha, this totally normal, comfortable act of just sharing a meal with her best friend starts to feel, well, wrong.
It starts with this really strange physical feeling. As Mirha is holding her plate, it suddenly feels impossibly heavy. There's no reason for it, it makes no sense, but that weight, it feels totally real. It's confusing, and it's the very first sign that she isn't really alone anymore.
And right after that heavy feeling comes this wave of emotion. A sudden, creeping fear just grips her heart. She quickly looks around, trying to find a reason, but there's nobody there except Fatima. The fear is coming from inside, it's totally unexplainable, and it is completely taking over.
Now, this feeling of dread doesn't just vanish after dinner. Oh no, it follows her home. That night, she's just lying in bed, wide awake, her heart pounding with this anxiety she can't name, and every little sound, every rustle of the wind outside her window sounds like a dark whisper. Her sense of peace is just gone.
The next morning, she's really hoping it was all just a bad dream. But as she sits down for breakfast, and again doesn't say Bismillah, that same chilling feeling comes rushing back. The fear, that feeling of being watched, it's still there.
And then, it happens. A faint, absolutely terrifying voice cuts through the silence, and it explains everything. Horrified, Mirha finally realizes she needs help. She drops everything and runs straight to the one person she knows she can trust, her friend Fatima.
Fatima just listens, very calmly, to Mirha's panic story, the heavy plate, the fear, the voice. And then, she gives her an explanation that makes all the scary pieces of this puzzle click into place.
And right here, Fatima shares the teaching that holds the key to everything. She explains that what Mirha felt wasn't just in her imagination, it's a spiritual reality. By forgetting, or choosing not, to say Bismillah, she had accidentally left the door wide open for Shaitan, the devil, to come and join her.
So Fatima makes it really clear that Bismillah isn't just a tradition or some empty words. No, it's a powerful invocation. Saying it is like raising a shield. It's a conscious choice to place yourself under Allah's protection and to ask for His blessings in whatever you're about to do.
Armed with this new understanding, Mirha knows exactly what she has to do. It's time to face her fear, not by running away from it, but by running towards it with faith.
So the next time they sit down to eat, the whole vibe is completely different. Mirha's heart is pounding, but this time it isn't just fear, it's anticipation. She takes a really deep breath, getting ready to say the very words she used to think didn't matter.
And she says it, not just mumbling the words, but with her entire heart, pouring every bit of her newfound belief and hope into that one single phrase.
And the effect? It's instant. The moment the words leave her lips, that heavy, awful feeling just dissolves. The fear is gone, the scary whispers are silent, and this incredible sense of calm and safety just washes over her. The protection is real, and she can feel it.
It's this personal, undeniable experience that changes absolutely everything for her. Mirha turns to Fatima, not with fear in her eyes anymore, but with so much gratitude. She now knows, from her own terror and then her own relief, that Bismillah is a direct line to safety and peace.
Mirha's journey really leaves us with some powerful things to think about. Her story is about more than just a scary voice. It's about friendship, it's about faith, and it's about the unseen protection that's there for us. So when you boil it all down, the story really gives us these three beautiful lessons. First, that saying Bismillah is a vital source of protection from harm we can't even see. Second, that it invites blessings into everything we do, whether it's eating a meal or starting a huge project. And finally, it really shines a light on how valuable good friends are, the ones who gently, lovingly guide us back to the right path.
And that leaves us with one last thing to think about. Mira's story is about a specific phrase from her faith, but the core idea that focused intention can bring a sense of safety, that's universal. So what about in your life? What simple words or practices or little rituals serve as your shield and bring you peace and protection when you need it most?